The silent treatment is one of the worst things we can do to a child, and I want to explain why. It's also got a really big link with being an anxious adult, so receiving passive-aggressive behaviour from your parents and being a very anxious adult. So, normally, if we're upset with a child, we want to tell them off for something. You tell them off, and they might be scared, they might be uncomfortable with the fact that right now it feels like you're angry with me, but ideally, we tell them off, but it's clear that I love you anyway. So I still love you, that's never in question. I might be angry with you now, but I still love you. What the silent treatment does is it takes that away. And it says, it works on, I am withdrawing my attention and my affection for you. And it makes the child feel like they are in a position where this relationship might fracture and might crack and I might be on my own. That is a primal fear. So if you think about chicks in a nest, if you don't get heard, if you don't get mum's attention, you don't get any food. That is a primal fear and it is terrifying. And what the child kind of puts themselves in is they don't know what to do. So I'll go and try and be really, really good for a while. I'll leave them alone maybe. I'll go and give them gifts. I'll go and try and be really kind. So the word fawning is often used for this. So going and kind of sneaking up to them and maybe trying to put my head on their knee, trying to get them to forgive me because it feels horrible. I feel so on edge all the time while you are treating me this way. It is terrifying. It's particularly hard when the passive-aggressive behaviour, particularly the silent treatment, might be set off by something that I wasn't expecting. So it's quite common in this kind of scenario when somebody keeps using this, that actually I've done something quite small, or maybe I don't even know that I've done anything wrong, and all of a sudden we were having a nice time and now we don't. And what that might help you explain when you're an adult is if you are somebody that can find themselves feeling anxious or worrying about stuff when seemingly nothing is wrong. So you could be sat with your partner, things are fine, but you're sitting there thinking, are they okay with me? Am I right? I'm worrying about something, but I don't know what. The way that we might explain that is if you've been in a position, literally, where things could be fine and then suddenly they weren't, and you were plunged into this pit of sort of fear, no wonder when you're sitting around now, even when things are going well, you're on alert because it doesn't matter. Things could still go wrong when things were going well before. So it doesn't matter that things are okay right now. Of course I still feel anxious. Somebody that's never had that experience and things were usually pretty predictable will only really get anxious when something seems like it's changed or something's kicking off. That might help you explain. The other thing that happens when you're an adult is sometimes you can look back and you go, well, I've got nothing to complain about. They didn't hit me. Other people had it worse. That's not really how it works. Those things are really damaging too. But I just wanted to focus today on this passive-aggressive behaviour and what that can do.